Once you have all your pictures taken and your listing written up, you want to go ahead and post your home for sale on Zillow. So you're going to log into Zillow and you're going to search for your house. Now you're going to go to More, and once you're on More, you're going to go to Post for Sale by Owner for free. Now this is going to bring up a page with all the items that you need. And so in this case, you're going to start out with your price, and then you're going to be able to upload your photos. We'll let the page load up here. So you're going to be able to upload your photos, set your home facts. You can even add an open house, any additional information. And so we're going to go through each of these items and I'll explain each of them to you. The key here is you want to put as much information as possible on here. So we're going to start out with your price. So you're going to start with your listing price. And so we're going to set the listing price. Now we're going to upload our photos. Now this is going to let you upload all your photos here. So I'm going to go to, here's my photos. I'm going to select the first one and I'm going to hit Shift and select the last one. That's going to select them all. And then click on Open. You can upload them one at a time if you want as well. Now we'll give this just a second to upload these photos. Now that all your photos are uploaded, you can go ahead and rearrange them. So I'm going to scroll down here just a little bit. Now this is going to be the main photo. This is going to be the photo that shows in the search listings. It's going to be the first photo that is seen by the buyer. And so you either need to put one of two photos here. One is going to be kind of the front facing outside of your house. And so you can just drag that over there. Now with that, you want to keep in mind that there's possibly a better photo that you want to put there, and that is if you look at your photos and you just have this wow photo, you know, you have a great looking pool or you have a great looking view or something like that, go ahead and use that photo there. Be a little bit different. You're going to draw attention by being different. If you don't have one of those photos, go ahead and just use a front facing house picture there. And then what I like to do is keep your photos together in groupings. So in this case, I'll put all the outside photos here first. There we go. So I'm going to do all the outside photos. And then from there, people tend to like to see the kitchens next. So I like to start with the kitchen. And if you are going to do any utility rooms or anything like that, I typically like to do those last. Any pictures of the garages or anything like that, do those last. And so after the kitchen, we'll do the living room, and then we can do the bedrooms. And then I like to put the bathrooms last as well. But you want to put your master bath in with your master bedroom close to that. So organize these in what I like to do is a logical manner. Some owners have told me that they put their photos in kind of a walking order throughout the house. Just keep in mind that people are going to look at your first picture the most, then your second picture, and you know they're going to start dropping off. So they may not get to that last picture. So first of all, make sure that you put your best picture first, and then if you have any other really close seconds, go ahead and put those up front as well, because you want to draw the buyer in. Now let's go down to the listing details. If you have a virtual tour, you can just add that in there. Most of you won't. Now you're going to choose the type of home. So you get single family home, you can do condo, townhouse, multifamily, so choose the one that's appropriate to you. Your HOA dues, notice that's per month. The number of bedrooms and bathrooms, and if you have a half bath, you can add that in there as well. Your basement square footage or your garage square footage. The finished square footage of your house, remember that does not include the garage. Your lot size, you may just need to, actually you can take this to acres or square foot. The year the house was built. The structural remodel year. Now on this Zillow, anytime they have something a little bit confusing, they do a very good job of giving you a little question mark, and then that's going to explain what is supposed to go there. Coming down here, you can do an open house. If you want to do that, you can always come back and add that in later as well. If you have a website for your house, you can add the website with more information. You can add in details of what you love about the home here. Now this is going to be part of your listing if you're following my template, And we just actually left this in here. This is one that was previously put in here, so I'm leaving it for this example. But you can see even in here, the realtor that had entered this information before had spelling mistakes and things like that. That's why I say, you know, this isn't really kind of the description of your house or your listing is not really kind of a do or die thing. So don't get held up on that. You just want to make sure that you have a you have a good write-up, good solid write-up that just gives a little bit of wording, because what people are going to look at, number one, is the pictures, and number two are the features of the house. So you can, what you love about this home, you can either put that down here, put it up there in the listing. Now on the room details, again, you want to select as many of these that you have. Now only select things that are staying with the house. For example, if you have a freezer and you're going to take that with you, don't select that. But in this case, you know, select any like range ovens, garbage disposals, and things like that. Cooling type. Basement, if you have a finished basement or no basement. The heating type, floor covering. Now you're going to select all of these, so you may have some vinyl in the house, some carpet in the house, some hardwood in the house, so you would select all of those. You would select the different types of rooms that you have, and so if you have walk-in closets, you're going to select those, sunrooms, workshop, pantry, office, any breakfast nooks or family rooms, laundry rooms, things like that. So you want to select all those. And again, if you'll notice, each time I select one of these get moved up a little bit. And then you're going to put the total rooms here. And so count up the total rooms that you have in the house. You can add your indoor features. Again, select all these that apply. Don't lie or anything like that. Just select them all that apply here. And I'm just selecting these at random, so for demonstration purposes. The building materials, or the building details, I'm sorry. So you have your amenities. If it's in a area that has, for example, a fitness center, it has a tennis court or anything like that, select those. The style of the house, in this case it's a ranch style house. What the exterior is made of. Any outdoor amenities here, you're going to select all those. The number of stories, 1, 2-story house. If you have a garage a basement and just a single story, that's above that, that's typically going to be a 1-story house. The number of covered parking spaces, the roof information, the view, and so in this case you have a kind of a park view. And then you can add additional features in here. And what Zillow will do over time is use those to see if people are adding in new items, and then they'll add those to the checklist. So name all your additional features. Now here is the number one thing that you want to do. So you want to put your right phone number in here, and then you'll agree. Now the reason you're going to put your phone number in here is that's going to show up in your listing, and that's how your buyers are going to contact you. So once you have all that information, you're going to click Post for Sale by Owner. Now this is kind of something interesting. This image is too small here. These are all actually very big images. Let's see how Zillow handles that, because that's something new. Don't worry if you run into something new. Zillow's always making updates to this. So if you run into something new, go into the Facebook group and post it, and then we will respond to it and we'll look at that for you. All right, so now you have your listing. Go ahead and share that on Facebook. In this case, I'm going to go into View My Listing. But it's go ahead and share your listing on Facebook, because that's going to let all your friends and family members know. So here I have this information. It's giving me all these facts and details. Drop this down. It can even do more items. It's going to give me my description. You can see my pictures. See, it started with this first one here, and then these are all in order. And over here, you can put your name, phone number information in here to be contacted if you're a buyer, and then that's going to be sent to you. Now, the number one thing that you need to do now, and this is so important, because if you don't do this, you are going to lose buyers. You need to go ahead and enter your name, your phone number, your email address in here. Go ahead and change it away from what you have to like a secondary email address, maybe a work email address, and then click on contact. Now when you click that, that is going to send an email to the buyer. In this case, the buyer's you. It's going to send you an email. You need to go into your email and you need to make sure that you add that email address where that's coming from to your favorites or to your contacts or address books, whatever your email provider calls it. And that way, every time you get an email from Zillow, it's going to make sure that it lands in your inbox and not in your junk mailbox. The reason I say this is I call homeowners all the time who are selling their homes on their own, and in many cases I tell them, I sent you an email earlier this week through Zillow, and they never got it because it went into their junk mail. So these homeowners are getting emails from buyers, but they're never responding to them, and so they're losing buyers. So make sure that you do that. That's all that I have for this video on how to list your house for sale. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.